Today's topic is how to squat properly. I'm going to begin by telling you a little story about two girls, one who has her stuff together and one who does not. Meet Deb. This is Deb. She wishes she had that ass. All she does is sit around, eat pizza, soda, and cookies, and doesn't know a thing about fitness. This is Trisha. She says, "My anaconda booty don't want none of that incorrect form." She knows everything about form. She knows how to eat healthy. She drinks organic smoothies and them Hulk trees. Man, she knows exactly what to do. So which one of these do you think has their stuff together? I would say Trisha. Trisha definitely knows what to do when it comes to eating clean and working out. Deb, on the other hand, she needs a lesson. That girl needs to learn how to squat.
When squatting, to have the proper breathing technique is very important. If you have the proper breathing technique, you will have more power throughout your squat. You will feel stronger and better. Inhaling as much oxygen to the lungs as you can, it really helps with your lift. So let me demonstrate. Inhale on the downward part of the movement. Exhale when going upward. Hey guys, today I want to teach you proper squat form to make sure you don't result in any kind of injury, to make sure you're getting the full benefit of your squat to work your hamstrings, quads, calves, and your glutes. So let's get started. Knowing where to place your hands on the bar when performing a squat is very important. It can make or break your movement. So, as you notice on most Olympic bars, there's a soft spot, which is smooth, and there's a rigid spot on the bar as well. Use your thumb as a relative indicator of where to place your hands on the bar when squatting. You should use the edge of your thumb on the edge of the rigid part of the bar. Place on there, grab, wrap around. That is about where your hand should fall on the bar. Right here there's a smooth part on the bar where your hands can go for a wider stance squat. Same rule of thumb. Right there, grip. That is where you'll place your hands for a wide stance squat. When squatting, you need to know where to place the bar on your back so that you do not result in a spinal injury due to putting it on the spine, on the neck. Let me show you where to place the bar. The bar should be placed on your traps or your back muscle in the upper part of the back. Lift off. Use your back as a support. You do not want it to look like this. If it looks like this, this is what may happen. Your neck does not have enough support to support that much weight, especially if you add weight to the bar. You will really result in a spinal injury if you do not get this corrected. You want to make sure that the bar rests right here on the upper part of your back. Do not put the bar on your neck. It's very painful. You will figure that out once you feel it. 1, you do not want a spinal injury. 2, you don't want to fall down while you're squatting. Foot placement is very important to know about when you're squatting. You need to know that your feet need to be in line with your hips. If your knees start to go inward when squatting, that is a good indication that your hip abductors are weak. You might want to do some hip. Let me show you proper foot placement to perform a squat. I grab the bar, I step back. My feet are correctly in line with my hips. This is what it should look like. This is what you want to avoid. If you do not get this down, you may result in a blow to the knee. Your kneecaps may be forced to go outward and result in a dislocation. When squatting, it is also important to keep your chest up and your head up, using a guide on the wall to look at. That way you make sure that you don't round your back and cause injury to the spine. Let me show you. This is the correct way to do it. If you do not pay attention to something on the wall and keep your chest up and your head up, this is what may happen. Notice how I bend forward. That is due to not looking at the wall ahead, keeping my chest up and my head up. You want to make sure that you really get this point down. So when squatting, first things first, you want to stop the movement when the hip joint is slightly lower than the knee. Let me demonstrate. So you notice my hip joint is slightly lower than the knee when I stop the position. That's a good indication of when to stop. So when squatting, you want to make sure that you're using the pressure throughout your heels and not through your toes. Let me demonstrate. So, you see what I did? I used my pressure throughout my heels when squatting instead of my toes. So, the best way to say this is to put pressure through the heels, leading with your chest, while pushing the hips forward, using the glutes to lead yourself to the top position. One more time. When squatting, it is important that you keep the pressure through your heels and not through your toes, obviously. But you don't want to let your heels rise. That will lead to incorrect form. Let me show you how to do it. This is what you want to do. This is what you don't want to do.